Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this very green holiday inspired look, and if you'd like to see how to get it, just keep on watching. So first we're going to start off with the Urban Decay Eye Potion Primer, and basically this is in the shade Eden, and I like this one better because it gives off a more white base. And just apply that all over your lid. Then get some regular Scotch tape or any clear tape that you have around your house, and put that on angled. Try to line it up with the tip of your brow, the last teensy binty hairs, and basically so that you can get a very sharp line. Always make sure you set your primer with a powder so that it won't go anywhere and all those shadows stay. So now taking the 12NB from Morphe, you're going to go ahead and apply that on a little bit over your crease line as a transition shade. Basically this is to set my kind of like my fine line of where to start and where to not apply any more shadows. Just make sure they're both even. Now taking the Jaclyn Hill Favorites, also from Morphe, take this very kind of like milk chocolatey color and apply that on the outer V of your lid. It's okay if you get it on your lid, you're going to be applying another color over it, so it won't really matter. After that, you're going to go ahead and just blend it all in so that it won't look too harsh and so that everything is transitioned very well. Now taking a flat eyeshadow brush, you're going to go ahead and get the green from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette and apply that on the inner part of your lid and towards the outside, trying not to get too much on the outer V. Basically focusing on the inner corner. Just go ahead and pack it on. If you want it to be a little bit more intense, you can always spray your brush with Fix Plus or damp it a little bit with water and dip that into the eyeshadow. And now just taking a black eyeshadow. This one is from the World Traveler palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one I'm just focusing the black shadow on the outer V to create a darker outer corner. And this is when you'll see how the light brown and the darker brown transition with the black very well. And as you're applying it to your outer V, try to kind of blend it in towards your lid, but not passing the middle part. So try to just focus most of it on the outer third of your eye. Make sure you're blending in between the times that you're adding more product so that everything will be smooth and won't look like you just got punched in the eye. And if you need to go back and add more green, you can go ahead and do it because the color does fade as you're starting to blend more and more and more, it starts to fade a little bit, so you might want to go ahead and add more as you go on. And once you're satisfied with that, just go ahead and repeat it on the other side. Again, make sure that you blend them very good and so that it looks very nice and smooth. That way it won't look like you have a lot of different colors. It'll just look like you actually took the time to blend them out. Next, you can go ahead and add eyeliner. I'm using the NYC liquid eyeliner. This is one of my favorites. It's the easiest one that I could use for me. And I'm not going to create a too much of a dramatic line. I'm just trying to focus it more on the inner part of my lash line. It doesn't have to be a very extended out wing either, because you do have the black shadow, which creates kind of like a wing liner effect. So that's why I am just applying a bit, and just so that I can give it a nice line close to my lash line. Next, after you're satisfied with what you have done, you can go ahead and remove the tape and see how it creates a nice harsh line. Next, you're just gonna go ahead and prime your face, and I'm using the Marc Jacobs Undercover, I believe, Invisible Primer, Coconut Primer. It's very good for dry skin. And before I forget, I am gonna go ahead and do my brows. And I'm just gonna skip forward through it really quickly because everyone does their brows differently and they shape them how their little heart desires. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just create hair-like strokes, blend with a spoolie, and make sure there's no sparse areas, and blend some more. Try to get them as even as possible. Remember, eyebrows are cousins, not twins. Now using the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick, my new favorite. I used to love the old formula of the actual liquid foundation, but the new one, it doesn't give me the same finish look as how the old one would. So just blend it out with a sponge, and then go ahead and continue with the eyes, adding the green shadow in close to the lash line, not too smoked out or anything, but in the inner corner of the eye, and the brown shadow on the outer corner, and just blend a tad bit. Now using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation. Try to focus on the outer parts where I will not be adding any liquid concealer. Now taking the MAC Prep and Prime Concealer in the shade Light Boost, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my under eyes, and apply that on my forehead, on my nose, on my chin, and on my cupid's bow. Again, this creates a light effect so that those parts can really stand out more than the other parts where you're trying to like contour. And go ahead and blend that with a sponge. And to contour, I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Kit. And before I set my under eyes, I am gonna go ahead and contour a bit. I don't really like very harsh contours. I just like a little bit on the outer parts of my face, so I'm trying to focus the contour powder more out on the outsides. Again, you can do as harsh and as contoured as you like. And taking the same contour kit, I'm gonna go ahead and brighten my under eyes. And also, as I'm brightening, it is setting my cream concealer. And now I'm gonna apply some mascara using the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes, which is my new favorite. It gives a very longing effect, if that's even a word, but it gives a longing effect to my lashes, and I like how it looks. And I'm trying to go a little bit dramatic on the lower lash since I did apply some dark shadows there. And now I'm gonna add a cream liner, the NYX Très Jolie Black Liner, in my waterline. Try to focus this on the outer parts of your line, just so that in case you like tear up or your eyes get watery, if you have some in the inner corner, it'll smudge, but if you don't apply some there, it won't really do anything. So in other words, don't apply it. And taking the ColourPop liquid lipstick in Beeper, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. This is a very good, very nude, brownish toned liquid lipstick. Kind of gray toned, I would say. And also, I'm gonna apply some blush, and my favorite one is the Milani Luminoso. It gives a very kind of like, how do you say it, illuminated blush. If that even makes sense in my mind. It made more sense in my mind actually. Taking the Josie Maran Illuminating Veil, which is kind of like a highlighter, I'm gonna apply that on the high points of my face and where I want that brightness and to pop. Alright, so that was the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and thank you for watching. Bye.